The Sports Report is sponsored by the people-pleasing people at Sarah Auto Park in Akron.
Welcoming you back, getting you all set up for the weekend. Still no announcement on Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson. As of right now, still no disciplinary word from the NFL or Judge Sue L. Robinson. We do have some new developments, though. Feels like these have been happening every day, right? Just today, we learned that 30 women who had accused the Houston Texans of turning a blind eye to allegations of sexual assault by their quarterback at the time, Deshaun Watson, they have now settled their legal claims against the team. So 30 settlements between accusers and the Texans. The terms of those settlements are confidential. So again, we're still awaiting official disciplinary word from the NFL, but this is the latest. Meanwhile, in a statement today, the Texans released this, saying in part this is not an admission of any wrongdoing, but instead a clear stand against any form of sexual assault and misconduct. Here's the statement right there. And again, these are the new developments. We're still awaiting official disciplinary word from Judge Sue L. Robinson and the NFL. That could take until training camp. All right, Guardians back at it tonight. They will host the Detroit Tigers. This is the final series before the All-Star break, and Terry Francona's club getting back in the win column last night. While that was happening, the Minnesota Twins lost to the White Sox. So Cleveland right back in the mix in this Central Division. They're only 3.5 games out of first place. The hope, finish this first half strong. They really owe these Tigers. Remember, they swept them up in Detroit. Put the brooms to these guys and go into the All-Star break feeling good about yourself. All right, here's a look at tonight's pitching matchup. Zach Plesac gets the ball for the good guys. First pitch is set for 7:10 at the corner of Carnegie and Ontario. All right, the Open Championship at St. Andrews. This is one of golf's greatest weekends across the pond in Scotland. And today, possibly a final farewell. This was Tiger Woods and his walk-on number 19. Very emotional scene here. Tiger finishing 9 over for the tournament, so he did not make the cut. He's done for this weekend. It sounds like Tiger will play a British Open again, but remember, that tournament rotates locations. So this could be the final time we ever see him at St. Andrews. Meanwhile, second round of the Open in the books. Here's your leader after 36 holes. How about Cam Smith? He's probably the best putter on tour, but as we can see, he can do other things well too, right? He does it right here. He had 5 birdies on the front 9, shot a 64 today. He's your leader at 13 under for the tournament. All right, don't forget, we're going to have third round coverage of the Open bright and early tomorrow morning here on NBC. Sunday also for the final round, so throw a pot of coffee on and join us. Cannot wait. Love the Open. And we wrap tonight with some high school football and legendary St. Ignatius head coach Chuck Kyle, who is heading into his final season. The Wildcats' schedule is out, and they're going to play some of the usual suspects, right? They'll see Menor, they'll see Hoban, Euclid, and St. Ed's. The final regular season game in Coach Kyle's career will be held at Wasmer Field on the campus of St. Ignatius on October 21st. That's the first time they've ever done that. Russ, that is going to be one of the toughest tickets to find in Cleveland and Northeast Ohio. Do we know anyone that might have an inside track to that, to getting us in there?
Guys, don't worry, I got a guy.
You got a guy?
I got a guy, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be wild. I mean, that's going to be, I think they're saying it's about 3,000 seats.
Wow.
And Nick, you would know better than anyone. I mean, how many do they normally fit into
I don't think that they can fit very many in there. They're going to have to probably bring in bleachers.
Yeah.
I know we're going to try to be there. Congratulations to your dad. A storied career, historic, a fine, fine man. All the best to him.
Very cool guy. How's he doing? What does he think about it?
Well, you know what? When I left my kids at their house earlier today, he was coaching them in, it was like a mix between kickball and baseball. So that might be his next career. If you see him as head coach of kickbat or whatever it is.
Whatever they call it.
Yeah, so he's doing great.
Thank you, Nick.
Yep, you got it.
It's been great having you here the last couple days.
It's been so fun to see you guys. Yeah, it's been fun to be on the evenings here with you.
Getting some sleep. Betsy and Mike Polk up next at 7. We'll see you.
Nightly News is next.